There's the door. And yeah, this does feel like the first official day. It feels like we are just starting a farm, which we are, but we did do some mowing already and did a couple other various activities around this farm that I did not record, but you know, like moving around oils and stuff like that, getting everything ready for Howie. But this does feel like a first day, and Justin's already back, and look at the size of that windrower. That is huge. You know, this is, sometimes it's great to see something this size, and then sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking. Like, am I going to be able to get that around that corner without drilling our fence? I mean, I'm not the greatest farmer right now. I'm learning on the job, but Justin barely got that thing on, too. You see that back wheel, but we're not going to say anything. Let's go in, see how these guys are doing. We're going to start meeting around the corner here. That's how he's usually here, and here they are.
Yeah, look who finally decided to wake up.
Didn't we say 7? It's 7. Well, it's 6:50. I'm not late.
Yeah, I'm just busting you. Anyway, I went up to Iowa Plains and I got that windrower that I'm sure you walked by. Is that one too big too?
Well, it's not small, that's for sure.
You'll be fine. You'll be able to get out there and get a lot more done in those fields for us, too, with bigger equipment. So, you know, that's the way it's got to be, right?
Oh, no, that's definitely the way it has to be. We definitely have to get a lot more done. I'm going to have to learn, but, you know, I've been learning since I moved out here anyway, so I'll be fine. I know I can handle that.
You'll be fine. I know we're asking a lot of you, especially as a first-time guy, but, you know, rookie farmer, doesn't matter to these corporations. They'll just run us over if we're not good enough.
No, we'll be fine. We will be fine. And we will be ready for cows as well, because I'm going to get that grass into the silo, and we'll start, you know, making silage as well to sell, but I think we can probably get some cows.
Yeah, Herd, I can go get the cows for you. Just let me know how many that we can actually fill the barn with and how many we're actually able to go with right now. That way I can make a deal for later when we need to buy more.
All right, that's fair, Justin. I'll get with Howie, and we'll come up with some numbers there and give you there. So, that, you know, at least you have a little bit of negotiating power up there.
Exactly. I need any kind of help that I can because this corporation is giving better prices than honestly we can even afford to give. If we sold things for that price, we'd be out of business.
They're going to make it hard for sure. They're going to beat us on the cost, but what we have to do is beat them on the quality and the service and the connection with the customers. That's the way we're going to be able to win this war.
I sure hope so, because we need to do something. We are going to get cows, that's for sure. Like I said, Justin, I'll get you the number in terms of how many we actually can get right now, but I think a pretty good amount, you know, and I think that, you know, as far as beef cows are concerned, I think a really good amount. I think that we can really beat these guys with the beef cows because they're more focused on the dairy right now because of all the other things that come with it. And look, I think that we should look into dairy too, but right now, I think beef is the answer.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, Herd. I really do too, because it takes a lot of money to run a dairy, and all these dairies here are drying up.
Alright guys, well we're not going to make any money if we sit here yapping, so I'm going to go fix some stuff around here, get everything ready. Justin, what do you got going today?
I'm going to head up to Kodiak. I want to see if we can square a deal off with them, which I think we will. The owner was very positive about that, very negative about the AgriCorp guys, so I think that we can strike a deal with him. I think we'll be able to make some wheat for him this year and probably sell it next year. He's aware of that. He knows that we just moved, so that's probably what I'm doing. Herd?
Well, you know, I'm going to be out in the field too. I'm going to be getting that windrow, the grass that is, and then grab the forage wagon, and I will try to get all of the grass into the silo by the end of the day. I think that's really the mission here for me today, because then we can really look at what we've got in the field and we can see how many cows that, you know, we can handle right now. And like I said, Justin, me and Howie will get that number for you for how many we can actually put in the barn. All right, boys. Well, good luck, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so I told Howie that we would get these garage doors open for him first. Maybe. There we go. That one went up. Now just open up these other two before we head out to the field. And today we are going to be windrowing all of the grass that we had before. That field over there is big. I mean, I don't know. At Prairie du Chien, we had a pretty good sized field, and it's probably bigger than the one across the street, but there's still a lot of grass over there. And I'm glad that we have these bigger pieces of equipment, even though it really makes me nervous to drive around with this stuff right now. But I think I'm just going to look back at this and be like, oh yeah, that was nothing. But either way, let's get this unstrapped. It's just a monster. And then I will get in the truck and I will just put down the ramp. Start it up there. I don't know how to drive one of these yet. I want to get my CDL, but right now Justin is the truck driver. So we just stay here on the farm. We can use our truck to get some cattle, but not nearly as much as we would need to start up. So Justin is going to do that. And I'm not sure if we're going to rent a livestock trailer or what, but let's get this slid over here. And the 6250R. Cannot believe that we have a 6250. It's way bigger than I had originally intended to drive. You just feel the power. It's really a big difference from driving John's old tractor around. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna hook up to the windrower, and then we're gonna go across the field, or across the street I should say, to the field. And this is gonna be an interesting hookup. I bet it was even more interesting to put it on. But they probably are a lot more experienced than I am at that. Let's see if we can just get up here close and see if we might be able to hook it up. Hop out here. Yeah. Hoses, PTO, all attached. Now we're going to try to drive it off here because Justin, or whoever it was at the store, barely got it on there. But we are clear. There's our one livestock trailer. I don't know if Justin's going to be running up to Iowa Plains with that because it only carries 6 at a time. I think there's a lot of gas, so I'm not sure what his plan is. He's transport, so I'm thinking he's probably going to be able to lease a trailer up there, or he knows somebody. I don't know. I haven't asked him yet, but either way, we will get some cows on this farm, and we're going to do it pretty soon because we need to get them at a low weight so that we can add a lot of weight to them. Obviously, the more weight we add to a beef cow, the more money we make. But it's also in what you feed them. It's also in how you care for them in terms of how their quality of meat is. So we want to be a very low stress environment out here. We'll feed them some grass. We'll finish them off with some hay at the end of the year. But I think we're just going to do some grass-fed beef. And now that windrower is working. Let's just see real quick just to make sure the swats are all good. Let's walk way out here because I don't want to get caught up in that thing. But yeah, look at all that grass. This hasn't been mowed in a little bit, and that's a lot of grass right there, and this is a huge field. So we are going to get a lot of grass here. I'm really happy. It's going to feel like a very productive day here on the farm. And this is my first time windrowing with something this big. And, you know, it's just like the tractor. I feel the difference in driving it. Everything is kind of bigger over here. It's the same that we did in Prairie du Chien, but, you know, there's a lot bigger equipment and there's a lot bigger things at stake. It's not just my livelihood now, it's Justin and Howie's as well, especially since we bought the farm and Howie sold his stuff and Justin sold his stuff. I sold my stuff. Everything is banking on this farm. And beating a big corporation, and that's going to be a hard thing to do. But either way, we are going to windrow this up, and then I would like to get the forage wagon out. We already bought the forage wagon, which is great. We don't have to go get it, and You know, that might seem like an obvious thing on some farms, but as we're starting up, we're going to have to go get some things, and the nearest farm store, conveniently, or maybe not so, on purpose, is 2 hours away. AgroCorp bought Justin's family business, and yeah, we can't really go to McGregor anymore. We're opting to go to Iowa Plains because it is the closest. It's not the best deal, but it's definitely the closest. And you know, what we save on gas and time, I think, is something that, you know, it's not accounted for as much, but I think it's going to save us in the long run. But hey, let's get this done. We got to windrow this field, and then we got to go grab the forage wagon and get it all into the silo. Now finally done. And you know, I say finally, but really I thought that was going to take a lot longer than it actually did. I forget how big the windrower is behind me that I'm dragging, but I also don't forget how big this field is. But either way, a couple hours, we're approaching lunchtime now, and I can't really complain too much. A few hours in the field here, and now we'll be ready to start getting cows. I still have to get a count and get with Howie for that. But that is the last swath right there. Now we'll just pause here for a second, turn this off, and fold all of this up. Then we'll try to dodge the grass swaths so we don't crush them into the ground, run over them. We want to pick them all up. That's the plan anyway. Now we're going to head over to the garage, or what I'll probably likely refer to as the office, because that's really what it is Howie's office. We'll head on over there and we will see what everybody else is up to, but probably have some lunch and then get back out here and do some picking up of some grass swaths with the forage wagon, of course. But all I'm thinking about right now is some lunch, some cold leftover pizza from last night. It is the lunch of champions. But first, we got to get over here and we got to talk to Howie. We also have to clean up this yard. Look, I left that over there. Justin left that up there. We still have John's tractor over there that we're going to need to display properly. So I have to figure out how to do that. But either way, we are going to back this windrower probably up to this barn over here on the left. Just get it out of the way for now. And it's really crazy how fast space leaves. You know, it gets occupied, should I say. I mean, we moved to this bigger farm and still it's hard to find room for anything. But we're just going to put this here for now. We'll probably have to move it a little bit later, but I am not really sure where to put it for now. We just hit the barn, so that's great news. I don't think we did any damage. We won't look, and then we'll blame it on someone else. How's that? Drop that. Now we'll just park this right up over here and get out and see what everyone else is up to. Lunchtime here on the farm.
Hey, there he is. Did you end up getting it all done?
Yeah, I did end up getting it all done, but now I got to grab the forage wagon. Gonna have some lunch first, but then I'm gonna grab the forage wagon and get out there and collect the grass. But yeah, it's a nice piece of equipment.
Oh, it better be for what we spent on it.
Yeah, I bet. But yeah, how's everything going here with you?
Oh, I'm alright. I've just been looking for things online and buying what we need here for the shop. Everything should be tidy by next week, and then I'll be able to get some cars in here, and then I'll start feeling like I'm contributing.
Contributing, Howie, you're the reason we're here. If you weren't here, we wouldn't be able to do all of this. I certainly wouldn't.
Ah, you're too nice. You'd be able to do this without me. Just takes a little bit of practice. Either way.
Well, either way, we're working our way towards an end goal, I guess. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go out there and grab the forage wagon. Then I'm just gonna get on with my day because it's gonna take probably the afternoon to get all of this done. I'll talk to you later, Howie.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, Herd.
And talking with Howie has made me realize that maybe we shouldn't go to lunch. Maybe we should actually try to get some things done here. Because it's going to take a good part of the afternoon to get all of this grass that we have picked up. And being as so, this is my first time doing the fields, I don't actually want to get on the wrong side of that guess and have to be doing it at night. I'd rather get it done earlier and call it an earlier day than be out there at night with the lights on trying to drag this thing around. Because again, I'm a broken record, but this is the biggest piece of equipment that we've ever towed as far as a forage wagon's concerned. But I'm hoping that it's going to allow us to do a lot of work in the field without coming back here and putting it in the silo, because each time we do this, it's just more time that we're taking away from our day. But I'm hoping that we get a lot of grass, because that's what we're going to feed these cows. We're feeding them just grass, and then like I said, we're going to finish them off with some hay at the end of the year. We'll have these cows until about November, and that's why I want to get them now. March or April is usually when you'd get beef cows, and then you would put weight on them all year, or all summer should I say, and then November would be the time that you would send them down to the auction. Justin is hopefully going to get some contracts with some meat suppliers so that we can just bring them there instead, because the auction's good and bad. The auction is a great time if the price is up, but it's a really bad time if the price is down, and I'm not really sure. Let's just make sure that we're picking at everything up. I want to make sure before we get on with it. But yeah, as I was saying, the auction is something that is a big variable. It could be a lot, it could be a little, but if we get a supplier, yes, we will take a little off of the top of our profit because they're going to want a better price than the auction, or they'd go there themselves. However, it will give us some sustainability. We're going to have a contract. We're going to have to meet X amount of animals per year, and that's just fine with us, because if we know that they're all going to sell, then it's going to be a lot easier than, say, getting all these cows on farm, trying to sell them at a farmer's market, or trying to sell them, privately on the farm. It's a little bit more legwork. It's a little bit easier for us, especially in the times that we are in right now, which we're still learning everything, but it's a little easier for us to just get a supplier. That way we can bring all of the cows down there. But I don't know how long this is going to drive until this fills up. It feels like it's getting heavier, and there it is. Yes, it is full. So that's the circle that we're looking at. That half circle is what we're able to get. And if we had the old forage wagon that we had back in Prairie du Chien, I'm not sure that we would even be able to collect this all before it grew up again. But either way, we are going to be driving back to the farm. We're going to put it in that silo that you see over there, right in the middle of the farm. That seems to be the most convenient place to put it, and that is where we will get it in the morning to feed our beef cows. I'm flying up here, probably get an earful from Howie if he saw that. But he didn't. He's looking at prices, and I'm really excited for Howie to get that machine shop going for both us and for the community. Community needs a good mechanic, and I'm sure cars are going to be coming in here every now and then, so that how we can fix them. And now let's line this thing up. Alright, that looks to be in order. And now, because these are so big, I'm hoping that it's going to hit that silo, and this is always a nerve-wracking time. I just hit the button, let it all release, and hope that we don't have a whole lot of grass to pick up. But I'm pretty sure that that is lined up with our silo there. And yes, it's all in there. Alright, so one load down, and we've got plenty to go. And that's all fine with me, because I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do this 3 or 4 maybe times, and this being cut the grass. I'm hoping that we're able to cut the grass 3 or 4 times this year. Usually you're able to cut it 3. In a really good year, you're able to cut it 4. So we'll see how this grass grows. But either way, let's get into this field and let's finish this job, and let's finish today.